Okay. I'm gonna take this headset off because I don't need to listen to nothing. I'm just talking to you. So this is the deal that we're going to be talking about. Um, it's going to be actually talking about because I deal with recruiting and I deal with teaching freight dispatching as well as as I dispatch my trucks. So the point behind what we're going to talk about is um, you as people that are actually truck drivers, what's going on? You're looking at Craigslist, you're looking at all these platforms, you're trying to find another job, hoping that everything's going to be better for you. And I don't really like discussing this, but it's a fair deal. Everything wins the love award. The whole point behind what I do as a former truck driver, and I don't know if I'm a professional. Everybody always complains I'm rough around the edges. Well, complain. Freedom of speech, baby. But the whole thing is behind going to work for these trucking companies, I can't really sit here and tell you of too many of them that even I recruit for that I would particularly say that they're completely honest. Everybody has got a platform on exactly what their profile is on what they're presenting you as a truck driver. And every one of them has a different angle on the way that they present it. But when you're looking at these trucking companies, whether you're doing a company driver, lease purchase, lease rental, even owner operator, you need to look, you know, try to shake all the bull crap by the way and look at your bottom numbers. They're all the same. Okay. And it ain't just about, well, what the market can handle. It's all a matter of what they're willing to give you in that particular setup, so that you can actually be productive. And you're not winning in trucking. I'm going to tell you right now. If you're an owner operator, the only thing that makes an owner operator win is people like me. I'm a dispatcher that does every single thing. And because I'll let you know, I mean, you know what percentage I'm taking. There ain't no hidden cost. I don't add on bullshit fees for like, okay, well, we need back office support fee. Okay, let's say that you got 30 trucks. And here, we'll break out the calculator because, for those that just ain't math savvy, it just makes it easier on me to say, here is the numbers. Give me a second. Well, what the hell? Here we go. Here, let me move this around. Here we go. We'll do it like this. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm not all professional, by the way. I don't crap about being professional. I need you to know the facts because what I do for a living is transportation. I'm not trying to sit here and make a lovey bug, whatever. So let's say that you're doing $30. Now, when you say you've got 1,000 trucks, you have a hell of a lot more than that many drivers. So only take $30, and we're just going to do it times 1,000. Okay, so you got 1,000 trucks out on the road. You're making $30,000 a week, charging everybody back office support. Okay, where that came from, who in the hell knows? There ain't no, because you're already paying a percentage, especially if you're lease purchase or lease rental. So, and even in lease purchase and lease rental, what they're doing is they're taking the overall, let's say, for example, they're charging you 20% or 25%. They're getting their percentage off the top. And then you're taking that 75% or 80%. That just doesn't pay you. It's paying all the bills for that truck. They ain't paying crap. You're paying for it all. And you've only got like a 1% chance of actually acquiring that truck. And so why do they care if you manage to pay it off in 36 months? They just got an employee for 3 years and you're striving to pay it off. And they can keep you in the hole just based off their personal preferences. Don't tell me they don't, because the good old boy system is, because I'm from the South, the good old boy system exists. I don't give a damn what culture you're from or whatever it is. I've sat and listened to people from other countries talk about U.S. citizens, and it goes vice versa between nationality and ethnicity. The stupidity just doesn't end. There is no bounds on all that crap. But that being said, is if you're going to actually keep staying on the truck, um, because I recruit. If you want a job, give me a call. I'll get you going. Hell, it ain't no big deal. But don't call me if you're not ready to get off your ass and go to work. You're wasting my time. Okay. But if you're ready to make a move and get back out there on the truck and run, because some people live on their trucks, and it's a damn shame people have to live on their trucks. Now, is that a bad thing? I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been to a lot of third world countries. I'm ex-military, and I still travel the world. And dude, I know people living in the streets on the dirt, people that have houses built out of cinder blocks and it's literally cinder blocks, mortar, cinder block, and that's it. And it's square box, and they put a tin roof that is not even sealed around the cornice. That's the lower end where it drops off, where your rain rolls off your roof. And they're living in those. No bathrooms, no lights, no nothing. So living in a truck is a hell of a lot better than a lot of people's situations in other countries. So let's not twist it up. So I would never look down on nobody like that. But some people need that truck to live in. Okay. And they die in them too. So we all know that. But when you're actually looking for actual productive employment when it comes to incomes, trucking is not going to be fair to you. If you want to make money, you've got to get off the bottom. And if you're not listening to me, you've got to get off the bottom. I'll say it for one more time for those that apparently have some kind of hearing impediment. You've got to get off the bottom. You want to lay on the bottom as a truck driver, you're going to get the last thing that's on the bone unless you're actually a full-fledged owner operator and you've got your truck financed conventional way, not through some program. Even if you're in a program, you're not an owner operator. Okay, you're running under their MC. An owner operator runs under any MC they want. They are W-9, so you're not truly a W-9. Okay, but anyways, for company drivers, it's the same numbers. It don't matter where you're at. If you're run as a company driver, it's basically give or take local drivers 600 to maybe 800 if you're lucky. Regional 12, 1300 maybe. Some most time 1100, and then over the road a lot of 1700s. It may get to 1800. Not very few 1900s. But it depends on who you're going to work for. But the reason I want you to know this, it's not just I can sit here and go through all the different ways that they cheat you, but you're gonna have to take my word on it because I'm a recruiter. I'm not going to sit here. When you call me, it's not my job to present the best thing in the best light and say you're going to win. And that's what gets me because when you come and you need a job, my thing, I'm trying to defeat your driving records. If you've then failed a drug test, things like that, whether it's in your private vehicle or in the truck, commercial vehicle. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get that secured. I'm trying to get you to orientation in the easiest ways possible, get you on that truck as fast as possible, and get you to moving so you're generating income. That's the whole point. But if you think that one carrier is going to pay you more than the other, you can do some specialized stuff and make more money than most carriers. But I'm gonna tell you right now, hell, I mean, the number's about 90%. They're all the same rate, same. It just depends on how they painted the picture for you. Okay. So when you're dealing with me, if you need a job, get a hold of Truck Driver Nation. That's the website. Hey, we're literally right here. Let me get it out here. Give me 1 second. So right here at the top, there's the email. I mean, this is the website right here under it, truckdrivernation.com. Okay, right there. And then right here, obviously you'll see the emblem. And when you get there, you'll see my face on the front. That's me. I own this company. So if you come over here, not that I'm saying I'm beautiful, but this is when I was doing car hauling. So you can get a hold of me easy enough, and I can actually help you out to get a job. If you really want out of that truck, if you're tired of being a prisoner inside that truck, let me know. I've got a course. It's only $500. If you can't afford $500, I have Afterpay that can assist you and get you trained up really fast if you've got some truck driving experience and get you where you're working from home as a freight dispatcher. Okay. I provide the leads and everything. But the point of this video here is so that you know that I can provide the service either which way, whichever way you want to go. If you want me to get you with a carrier, I'll give you a no shit assessment. I'll tell you the good and the bad with the company. And some of them don't particularly like the way that I do. I handled it, but you know what? You hired me to get you drivers. You want me to get you drivers that I'm lying for you to get the drivers in your truck and you're turning them over where I've had them where they show up to orientation and they basically sending them home as soon as they get there just because they get there and they got a rough appearance. Ain't everybody running around in no damn tie. If you're going to follow the propaganda that was sealed in you that because you've been in my country, because I am a United States citizen, I am a veteran, so you can kiss my ever living ass. But if you're going to follow the propaganda that my country puts in your stupid head, then you don't need to be hiring these truck drivers. These are blue collar workers. Whether someone went to college or didn't go to college or whatever their scenario is, it doesn't matter to me. You give them the fair shot. Now, obviously, if you're doing road tests and they're unsafe and stuff, I completely get it. I wouldn't want nobody in my equipment neither that's unsafe. because some of these schools are pumping them out and they're not teaching them the old school way of the way we learned to actually be a truck driver. By the time I got done with my course, I learned from a cowboy out of Cowtown, Texas, just down toward White Settlement, southwest of Fort Worth. So when I learned it, they taught us everything: dry van, reefer, flatbed, step deck, because we had the trailers out there. Then we had doubles, triples, tankers, hazmat. That's back before you had did the whole TSA thing. And as we talked, when we learned to drive, we were saying, okay, now we're doing some of that truck driving shit. Okay, and slow is good, you know, because you're dealing with 80,000 pounds. That's what the storyline comes to, right? So these companies they're allowing them to teach these schools, they're they're not doing these people right. They're putting you really in a dangerous position. So and so for the carriers, that I recruit for and the ones that I'm sure I'll recruit for in the future, that, I'm not going to sell your company a good light. I'm going to give them the facts about you because I can look at your profiles and I can already determine what you're doing. So you ain't got to tell me what you're doing. I know your practices. Anyway, you don't know the inside of our office. Man, please don't sell me all of a sudden you're the glory of Christianity that fell out of heaven into damn Salt Lake City and now you're building your temple of life. You're doing the same crap that everybody else is doing because otherwise those numbers wouldn't lie. If you're giving them something better than that, then it shows in the numbers. The rest of it's talk. So I've been there and done it. And just because you ain't got as much time in logistics as I have, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not trying to be combative with you. I'd love to recruit for your company, but in the end, I'm trying to get you drivers that understand and have transparency on what they're going to be dealing with when they're dealing with you, because you are the people that I talk to, and you're the ones that are accountable for what's going to happen to these men and women when they've dropped their life to go out on that road, and you still get to go home at night. And drivers should be able to know because I've been with companies where they all come in, the company's eating high dollar meals, everybody that's the inner staff circle, and then they get fried chicken from Popeyes or pizza for the drivers coming in, which just mainly happen to be black, by the way. And I don't know if you want to call that racist or not. I'll call it racist because I'm from Mississippi. I'm from the biggest racist state that there is. Raised with all the bull crap. Okay. Heard the bullshit in my ears. And, my grandfather ran a cotton gin and, this and that and other. I've heard it all. Okay. So whatever you think you're going to try to sell me, you're wasting your breath because I've been there and I know what my country is. So that being said, for you drivers, if you want to know the truth about the carriers and you really want a job, don't waste my time and don't get on the phone wasting my time because I know when you're playing games and when you're sitting there wanting to chit chat, I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to get you from where you're at now to a position that will support your daily your needs. Okay. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, remember you did that. Working for somebody never is profitable. You have to have a business. Okay. Again, have to have a business to be profitable. If you decide to come do freight dispatch service, it is your business that I'm assisting with you to build. So at the end of the day, I'm not your boss. I don't want to be your boss. What I want to do is give you all the actual facts and how to function inside the logistics community so that you can be profitable and you can grow and use the benefits of having that LLC or that S Corp or however you're going to set it up to be able to show that whatever you got, you ran it through your business. It's not just a matter of, hey, I own a business, or hey, I have this many people working for me, or wherever you source your people or whatever. There's a lot more to it that can be beneficial to you if you're not lazy and you utilize those aspects. Like Donald Trump. They got on to him, hey man, you didn't pay this X number of dollars in taxes. He's right. So basically he's saying, look, bitch, if you hadn't made the tax code the way it was, why shouldn't I use it? You're using it. All your friends use it. I'm going to use it too. And it's just the way it is. You have this ability, even though you're not part of the 1% of the economic class that actually makes up the elite, whether you want to call them elite, aristocrats, or whatever you want to call them. But even on your level, you can make a very good life for yourself inside my country if you understand how to use our system. And so I mean, if you have any questions for me, even when it comes to the taxes and how everything's functions, I'm not a tax representative, but I just tell you what I know, how I function, and I stay within the boundaries of what my country expects of me. Okay. So it's the same principle, but this is a very, very Very, 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 very low cost startup to get yourself going. $500, a laptop, a noise canceling headset, and high speed internet. What do you know you can do for less than that? You spent more money to get your CDL that's not going to even profit you the way you thought it was because some prick at some trucking school sold you on it. Somebody put that seed in your head. Was it somebody in your family that says, "Oh yeah, I make great, great money," but their ass is always broke? you know, just because the truck's big and it's shiny and they're all brand new, they have to be that way because trucks wear out. And it because we won't have the biggest, shiniest piece of equipment unless you're a collector of W900s or 379s or whatever model that you like. All that equipment is considered junk in my eyes because it's all going heading straight to the dumpster as soon as by the time it hits 1,000,000 miles, unless they pull it out, do an in-frame rebuild or whatever they're going to do. If the chassis and the body and everything's worth actually doing it to. It's because, trucks don't always get washed all the time. Some people wash their trucks once a week. We used to wash our trucks once a week by almost every company, but nowadays, oh, just let it ride. Don't just keep moving. One of the biggest things I saw in trucking when I was driving, check engine lights on, especially when DPF came out. And oh no, just keep driving. Just keep going. I'm like, dude, the damn truck is about to drop dead. No, 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 just keep going. And that's what you're going to hear. And I'm sure plenty of you can testify to this. But if you're actually wanting to get in a better position, you really got to get out of the truck. If you want to be in a truck, I have no problem at all assisting you. So, and the thing is, I don't give you lies. I give you transparency on everything that I do. I'm not here to sell you a dream or sell you the competitive edge about how I do so much better in brokering, how I'm so much better at negotiating freight, or any of these factors that anybody with any common sense knows exactly what other people are doing as well. Okay, it's the human condition. Everybody wants to project themselves as a winner. I am the winner. That if I was a winner, I wouldn't be making these videos to do this because I still work just like everybody else that I'm sitting here presenting this to. I've been in it longer. I just have the connections. That's the only thing that makes me any benefit to you. Anybody can teach you dispatching. I give you the connections, the contracts, and everything else that goes along with it to make you successful. I can bring you up to where I'm at. Now, if there's somebody better than me, then I'd be looking to them. But I don't have no mentor at this point in my life that's inside logistics that is a shining light to my eyes. And the biggest thing when you're dealing with people that have, if they have more skill sets, some of them are sickening because their arrogance reeks of stupidity. So just because people may know more or be playing the dice and present themselves in a certain way and people are following their line of bullshit doesn't mean they're a bad leader. I know a lot of trucking companies I can mention that I've met the leadership and I know what they are. I've had a few try to buy my soul, And when you ask me a question, hey, what did you want out of life? Or what do you want out of life? You could give a rat's ass what I want out of life. You're trying to figure out, well, what do you have that you could offer me with a minimal effort that would draw me into your catacomb of whatever the hell you're up to? Okay. Your best to stay independent. Do this on your own. Don't go to work for a trucking company if you're going to do freight dispatching. If you're going to actually stick with a truck, buy a truck, then you need to buy one. I would say around $20,000. Make sure it's not bleeding oil and hydraulic fluid, and it can pass a DOT inspection and run that sucker until it coughs up blood in the middle of the interstate. That would be my suggestion because by paying $239,000 on an investment on a W900 or a 379 for it to have about only 1,000,000 miles, and that's the end of the party. That's a hard one to recoup with the amount of money that you're making on the given market. You need to come out of the truck again and come further up the food chain to where dispatching and brokerage is at. Okay. I teach you dispatching, but if you want to be a freight agent, that's not even an issue. We can get you there as well. And that part I give away free because once you know dispatching, I can teach you brokerage in like hell afternoon because it's the same thing. And that's because the only difference between the two, brokers dealing with the direct shippers and basically and then the dispatchers or carrier is dealing with the brokers. But you can have both assets and then you're asset-based carrier. That means I have an MC for my carrier and I have an MC for my brokerage authority. So now you're basically untouchable. You're covering the whole spread. And as far as I'm concerned, it's just put there for other organizations to benefit off of the economic means that it generates. Nothing's done for free, and somebody's always getting a cut of the pie. But anyways, I hope this helps you understand. How drivers are basically being cheated. If you really want to know more detail, call me, Tell me about your situation. We can go over it. I can tear it apart based on your company's profile. We can pull everything up. I'll show you what you're looking at, why it just isn't profitable to be a trucker nowadays. I know we need truckers, absolutely, and there always will be truckers. But for those that have definitely given a lot of their life to transportation, you know a lot. Quit just wasting your insight and knowledge that you don't think you have, but you have the life experience is a hell of a degree, okay? Because all college teaches is basic problem solving skills, and then you get in the field starting out from scratch, just like everybody else, to dig your way up the food chain. So you already dug your way up the food chain just by being a truck driver. Come to the next level where you can actually make the revenue that you deserve without the slavery of being on that truck and dealing with nighttime driving, chains, all the mess that goes with it. Wrecks, you name it. I mean, the traffic, there's so many cars on the road. Every family has so many cars because I was a car hauler, and it's one person per car to a lot of degree. But anyways, get a hold of me at Truck Driver Nation. Give me a call, 210-343-1118, 210-343-1118. But if you need a job, get with me. I can, I've got local, regional, and over the road positions. Owner operators, don't play around. Give me a call if you guys need help. I'll be more than happy to dispatch you. If I can't personally take you under my wing, I've got dispatchers that I am literally in their ass to make sure that they generate the gross revenue that you need. So I don't trust nobody to do their job correctly if they're attached directly with me. And they know it. I tell it to their face. I can't trust you because one minute you're good, the next minute you're playing, oh, I can't make it. I could give really could care less about your life agony. You chose this field. If you're not built for this, cut it loose. Because the men and women that own these trucks and trailers expect us to be that back end supporting factor and to get the freight high enough that we're offsetting these percentages that we charge as far as the dispatch service. It's not just here, let me take. We have to give it so we understand that you can't just give. Those percentages sound small, but you know they add up and I know they add up. So if it's not a working deal between us and you're just not seeing the overall effects of the benefits of working with me, then I get it. But I don't have very many people to haul ass on me. Most time, if they do, they got bad equipment or they got a bad MC number where I just can't get no freight for them. I mean, you did that before you got to me. But I also help you build. If you want to actually bring in owner operators under your MC, I can help you build that side of your company. Or if you want to build a dispatch service in your company, let me know. We always work a deal. There's ain't no deal that's not workable. But anyways, I hope this helps you out. My name is George, and I own Truck Driver Nation. So please give us a call, visit the website, and we'll take it there. And I hope this helps truck drivers understand just why, if you're not an owner operator, you just need to get out of the trucking. I mean, unless you can get somewhere to get conventional financing, it's just not profitable. And don't just listen to me. You don't know me from Jack. Ask the people to surround you. Go to the truck stops. You don't think truckers don't like to talk? How you think I make these videos? You know, we talk. I mean, truckers will share their life. I know what's at the truck stops. You got Wendy's and whatever. They got tables, right? Subway. So, hey, I'm interested in transportation or I'm interested in something. Do you mind if I take a moment of your time to ask you a couple of questions? Don't badge them to death, but good chances are they might sit there for a couple of hours and chat with you. And you can pull up a lot of information. Watch them come from their truck. So, the best looking truck out there. Find out who owns that truck. That's the people you want to talk to because that if they're dropping almost 225,000 or more just in their tractor without their trailer, they're committed to being out there on the road. That's what they are now. They're truck drivers. So, and everybody's got their different reasons for being out there. So don't think everybody fits under one profile. But anyways, I hope this helps. I'll discontinue this video at this point, but I hope this helped you out. And everybody out on the road, please be safe out there. It's dangerous. We all know it's dangerous. Get home to your family safely. For you that are ready to get out of there, get out of that truck and start working from home, get a hold of me and let's get that moving forward. But thank you for your time and have a blessed day.